Here is a Lakewood Model 101A 20-inch box fan. It's one of these brace-bladed box fans from the 2000s. I have no idea what the exact date code is, but it's from the 2000s. I got this fan off Letgo for $5, and I was actually quite surprised that I was able to get it because Lakewoods were never sold here in Canada. And if they were sold in Canada, they were rebadged under another name. But this one, as you can see, it's a Lakewood. So this is probably one of those very few Lakewoods that were bought in the US by somebody and was brought over here to Canada and decided they didn't need it anymore and decided to sell it. So here it is. And for $5, I couldn't dare refuse the deal. It's such a great fan. Starting off here at the very top, it's got a 3-speed rotary switch, a top-mounted carrying handle. It's just got this warning about the feet. And here is the front view of the fan. It's got the older Lakewood logo right there. The fan's overall in really nice condition. Here's the front grille. No missing slats, no yellowing in the plastic. It's got 5 blades, plastic, and it's got the very well-known brace that goes around it, which is basically that ring that goes all the way around. And basically what they do is they hold on to the blade to maintain the pitch so the pitch doesn't diminish as the fan's speeding up. The hub's got this cool design in them. Kind of looks cool. Here's a look at the side of the fan. As you can see, the cabinet is pretty slim. It's pretty much just as thin as most of today's box fans. It's got some cosmetic imperfections here and there, but overall it's in really nice condition. And the best part is that there's absolutely no rust on this fan. If you look in there, it's very clean, which is definitely a great sign. And moving on to the back. At the bottom right here, there's one slat that has broken off. Appears there's a crack in the grill. Nothing too major, but I'm thinking this fan must have got fallen over backwards, and like when it got tipped over, the impact might have shattered that plastic right there. But it's nothing too serious. It's got the detachable cord set, which I've heard a lot of fan collectors refer it to as the boombox cord. So there's that. No fuse in the plug. And it's got the 2 feet here, which is still intact. I was actually quite surprised because normally with these box fans that have feet, if you get like the used ones, they're usually not there because they tend to fall out or break off and all that. So definitely a great thing to see that the feet are still there. Here's a look at the motor inside this fan. It's got one of these smaller motors that Lakewood started using in the late 90s and all the way through the 2000s. And they're pretty decent motors, they're not too bad. But one thing I kind of find ironic is that back in the 60s and all the way till the mid-90s, Lakewood used to make the best box fans around. And like they used very powerful, high-quality motors. Yet they were also one of the first companies to start using these cheaper, small motors too, even before Lasco, so I find that kind of interesting. And this is the information that's printed on the stator of the motor. Here's the information at the bottom of the fan. It's stamped into the cabinet, so it's kind of hard to see, but it's 120 volts, 60 hertz, 0.68 amps, and Lakewood Engineering and Manufacturing Corporation, Chicago, Illinois, and it is UL approved, which is great to see. I don't know if these numbers mean anything. I was thinking these may have been a date code, but now I think not because you could, depending on how you read it, it could be 2008 or 2009. But that kind of doesn't make sense because by 2008 and 2009, all the handles on box fans were at the back and not at the top. So this fan couldn't possibly have been made in 2008 or 2009. But I may be wrong, but I don't think this really means anything. It's a great fan overall for sure, and I do like it a lot. It's definitely a fan that's gonna stay in my collection because Lakewoods are definitely rare and hard to come by here in Canada. We'll start it up on low. It's very quiet on low. And it produces a very nice white noise and a gentle breeze. We'll go up to medium. Still very quiet. Moves a lot more air than low. Finally, here is high speed. It's not that loud at all on high speed. Very powerful fan. And we'll shut it off. Very good spin down time too. So there it is, guys. That's my Lakewood Model 101A brace bladed box fan. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.